It took me 3 tries to get through the Acolytes. I guess that means I'm just excited.
The following is a world-class Bullshitters exclusive.
The Acolyte is the upcoming Star Wars series on Disney Plus, and it features a colorful cast of characters which you don't even know, and Trinity from The Matrix. Now, the one thing that everyone's talking about with the Acolyte is how great it looks. I'm sorry, the one thing everyone's talking about the Acolyte is how terrible it looks. Yes, folks, the official trailer just dropped, and we're going to talk about it. Am I going to do a response? No, because here's my response to the trailer. Yeah, it was that kind of a show. We live in the best timeline because Star Wars The Acolyte is based on the High Republic era, the hugely successful book series that features characters like Slate and so everyone's expectations are pretty low. Should I say they're at rock bottom like this guy Slate? Hey man, I'll keep writing shitty jokes because they fit shitty Star Wars to a T. So the trailer's out. I wasn't very impressed. It was lightsaber porn. It was a bunch of stoic Jedi. It was a bunch of ugly characters. And yes, it's one of those shows where everyone looks like they come out of a Benetton ad. I don't really enjoy when shows focus on that over the story. None of these characters look great. None of the action scenes look cool. All I've heard about this show is it's going to have no war in Star Wars, and this green character is the first transgender Star Wars character, but they were like these twins in the High Republic book, and they were, I don't care. What I am here to talk about, though, is how terrible this thing looks, how boring it looks, and how I'm dreading watching it for you guys. Look, I love you guys. I will continue to do this. I'm very happy to do this as we continue our growth to 200K. Every day is better and better. But I gotta say, June 4th, the day that this show comes out, it may be a day long remembered. It'll see the end of Kenobi. It'll soon see the end of the Rebellion. It'll probably see the end of me because I don't think I can make it through Star Wars The Acolyte based on this bullcrap trailer. Now, no, don't come sending anybody for me. I'm not in any real danger. I'm not going to control-delete myself. No. But I am here dreading this show. It's just so underwhelming. Now, like I said, it took me 3 tries to get through this. I would watch this 2-minute trailer, maybe get 30 seconds in, and then my mind would wander. I don't suffer from ADHD, I don't think I do, but I couldn't be bothered to continue to watch this trailer. So I paused it, I took a moment, I came back, I watched it, I got a little further than I did before, and then I paused it because I got sidetracked again. After I took a walk, took a drink, relaxed, I finally committed to watching this trailer, and like most of you, I don't enjoy it. Am I going to rail about women with lightsabers? No, I don't care about those things. I care about the characters being good. But Disney does care about those things, and of course, for people from the Mary Sue or any of these type of publications, these so-called journalists are going to really enjoy this show because of the meta-narrative about race and diversity and identity, and they're going to act like everybody that hates this show is an old-school bigot or some other bullshit. And yes, I know it's stupid. I don't like it. You don't like it. I know how it's going to be. Am I from the future? No. Am I Mike Zero? No. Do I have future Star Wars content? No. But I do live in this little place called Earth, where the reality of the situation is this stuff has sucked for about 12 years. So why should anything else be any different? I know, right? I'm supposed to give everything a chance. I'm supposed to blindly support a big IP. This monolithic Disney, I'm supposed to give them my money and my time because of what? I don't know. And if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be wasting my time anyway. Now, we have the numbers. Ahsoka did 42% less than The Mandalorian Season 3. That's a huge drop. That's almost half the audience. Disney doesn't take those things into account when they keep pushing forward with these shows, these things, these pointless endeavors in the Star Wars universe. Of course, we all wanted the EU. How many, show of hands out in the crowd, press 1 in the chat if you feel this way. How many of you would be on board with, I don't know, like the new Jedi Order series of books adapted for Disney Plus, or any of the classic Star Wars stories? I thought if money was what they wanted to make, it would have been wise to do animated features of every EU Star Wars book. That way, you can make money on the home video sales, and if it's cartoons featuring Han, Luke, and Leia, how many people were going to buy? And I know everyone else would have purchased it too. But I don't come into this show angry. I don't come into this show angry at Disney for squandering Star Wars. I come into this show realistic to the fact that it's really not for EU fans. And luckily, an idiot like this, well, she makes nothing but dumb crap, according to this trailer. The worst part of this trailer is the fact that it's so underwhelming. I don't care about these characters. See, every other Star Wars show that's being adapted or has been adapted is based on characters that people either like or have a connection to. Even if you didn't really love Rogue One, you knew who Cassian Andor was. You knew who Ahsoka was. You know who these other characters are. Boba Fett. I mean, Boba Fett's been around longer than most of us have, me included. The thing is, though, you're going to all pull the card. What about The Mandalorian, Jeff? The Mandalorian was a wholly original character. The Mandalorian has done the one right thing that Disney Star Wars has done, and it's tap into your emotions. The Mandalorian looks like Boba Fett. Baby Yoda, Grogu, looks like Yoda. The X-Wings, the TIE Fighters, the Scout Troopers, the Stormtroopers, it's about putting you in the world with recognizable things to tap into your heart, pull on its little bitty strings, and milk your nostalgia gland just like this. I have a nostalgia gland, Jack. Can you milk me? I hope you don't, because I don't really want to feel that way. But the High Republic doesn't have that. It's 4 years old, 3 years old maybe, and guess what? Nobody has nostalgia for it. When I go out into the stores to film my toy videos, guess what I see at some of these locations? High Republic books on massive clearance because nobody bought them originally. Oh yes, they made the New York Times bestseller list. You have to sell 5,000 copies to make the bestseller list. Is that impressive? No. And we have had the numbers here on the channel. You can go back and watch this video right here. Just type in Star Wars The High Republic on our channel, and you'll see a video we put out a few months ago talking about the numbers. And it's not very good. I'll give you a spoiler. Certain releases of the High Republic, like multi-packs and stuff, Stealing Solo outsold that stuff. Me, a guy, by myself, has sold more than a corporation for some of their releases. Should that be embarrassing, or should I feel good about myself? The answer is the latter, but you know what I'm saying here? I'm one guy, and I'm beating Disney in some ways or the other. Plus, you know, most of you guys go home happy after watching our show, so that's another win for WCBS. So I did a little handy-dandy research to give you guys the thumbs up to thumbs down ratio. Now, yes, YouTube has gotten rid of the thumbs up to thumbs down like button and all that stuff. It's stupid. It's to protect videos like this because they think fans are going to review bomb a show and cost Disney money. All right, so folks, I normally don't leave in production stuff. I try to keep it nice and smooth and watertight. But I have to kind of break the fourth wall for a second. So this morning I had the information pulled up ready to go. I had your numbers, your views, your likes, your dislikes. It originally was at a 49% like to dislike ratio. Well, I decided maybe I should hit the refresh button because I want to give everyone the most up-to-date information, and boy has that changed. 5.5 million views. It has 60,396 thumbs up. As of this morning, it had 75,000 thumbs up, but as of now, it has 93,080 dislikes. So that is 61% of its score is disliked, and it has 10,500 comments. Of course, most of them will be people who are dissatisfied with this show, but don't ever expect the press to talk about this. No. All you're going to hear is that it's angry bots, trolls, racists, and bigots are the same old rigmarole here and there. We always got to defend Disney Star Wars. Why? Because they pay the bills to some people. Not us. You guys do. So, folks, I'm really not excited. We're less than a month away from this show. Okay, will we review it? I reviewed Ahsoka. You want that kind of stuff. So you want me to torture myself with a bad show? Well, I made it through X-Men 97 for the most part, and I like that one, so I don't expect Disney to pull out 2 decent shows over the course of 2 decades. The Mandalorian's crap, so it is what it is. But folks, we know you loved what Star Wars was, and we know you love what we do. So we decided to continue this trend, and I'm taking WCBS to Star Wars Celebration Japan. Yes, WCBS will be live from Japan in 2025. We're going to more than the Star Wars convention. We're going around the beautiful country. We're going to go look at the birthplace of anime. We're going to go look at the birthplace of manga. We're going to go to the countryside, to sumo wrestling, to pro wrestling, you name it, we're going to do it. There are all kinds of ways where you can get involved, help us get to the land of the rising sun, and a whole lot more. We'll give you more information about that right now, but if you are a big Star Wars fan and you like comics, go to stealingsolo.com and pick yourself a copy of the graphic novel Up. And like I said earlier in today's video, every time we move a book, that is one step closer to doing 3 things. Getting us to Japan, selling the book, and getting you closer to the sequel. Yes, folks, like I always say, once we sell through the back stock of Stealing Solo, and there's only a few copies left, well, then I'm going to go into production and make you the sequel. And like I've said on many live streams, it's a guarantee. If we make the sequel, I'm going to make the 3rd one for me, because I want to make Frankenfisher, the Bride of Solo. That's a book you can't even imagine. But We have to get there all in good time. But first step, folks, is Japan. Welcome in. We're about a year out, but I wanted to let everybody know that's one of the things WCBS is doing for the next year. So join us, I don't know, regularly. We're going to be doing videos about Japanese culture, manga, anime. You can send in your recommendations. Dion and I are going to start watching some as a bonus show for the patrons. We got a lot of stuff planned out, but if you want to help, you can become a patron, buy a shirt, buy a book, or we'll find ways to where you can help direct our channel. If you want us to go somewhere specific, if you want to help fund WCBS, then we'll go do the thing that you want in Japan and make you a little video along with it. But folks, that's in the future. I gotta go because sadly, sooner in the future is the Acolyte. So, friends, family, countrymen, everyone else out there around the world, be smart, be safe, be cool, be a support system for somebody out there because the Acolyte's going to be bad, but always be excellent to each other. And yes, I keep hitting my knee on the table. I'm so sorry. This is not an episode of Star Trek. Stealing Solo asks the greatest what-if question of all time. What if a group of disgruntled Star Wars fans kidnap Harrison Ford and force him to remake Star Wars in their basement? That, and a whole lot more, is answered in Stealing Solo, a Captain's Parody. Stealing Solo has been called Laugh Out Loud Funny and the greatest Star Wars parody since Spaceballs, and it's available now for a limited time only. Go to stealingsolo.com, which is powered by Shopify, so you get the reward-winning safety and security, and get yourselves a copy today. Once we sell through this limited backstock, I'm going back to the drawing board to bring you the sequel, which parodies Luke Skywalker's fall from grace, and finally the closing chapter, which I can't wait to get to, Frankenfisher, the Bride of Solo. And yes, it's exactly what you think it is. So folks, the only way to get that is go to stealingsolo.com right now, get yourselves a copy, and enjoy the greatest Star Wars parody since Spaceballs.